When we look at the square in Paleofaliro, created by Golanda, we can understand this new dimension of sculpture. Trees grow up into blocks of land. Green takes its own place among the white-grey marble slabs from Tinos Island. Suddenly, large pavements fool the eye, giving to passers-by the impression of triangular lines paved with layers, differentiated from other linear groups with various designs, which are integrated into a specific enormous triangle. This square is surrounded by many triangles where stones are mixed with marble, giving the impression of a three-dimensional architectural design where the void is not a void anymore, but part of the total. The 8 benches are completely different sculptures, creating a composition made of wood and other stone elements integrated into a concrete and stone base. Everyone can sit on all sides, communicating easily with the other person sitting next to him and admiring the green trees. Children sit on these sculptures without realizing that these benches are works of art. Art penetrates life in a complete and living way. Art is part of every human being. It is a new culture which brings children closer to art. It is not an individualized art, but an open art, open to everyone who uses this place, sometimes to relax, sometimes to cross it, and sometimes to play. This is the main core of Golanda's new conception. This is a step beyond the conventional, beyond what we have already seen, beyond what we have already experienced. With this project, Golanda achieves total art. The painting, the green color of the trees, the light blue or gray of the sky depending on the weather, the sculptured benches and the fountain, everything living, the movement of the tree leaves which fools the visitor's eye as they cross through the space, and likewise the void when night comes and everything goes to sleep. Her sculpture is a living sculpture, not just an object, but a part of a whole. It penetrates into urban life as a total. Within the chaos of contemporary life, it is a sensitive hug that fills people without realizing that they live and they breathe art. At this point, I would like to refer to Brian Goody, Professor of Town Planning in Oxford Technical University, who presented the square in Paleofaliro entitled A Place in the Sun in the Council of Europe under the title Urban Cultural Life in the 80s. He analyzed the use of the square throughout the day and the use of this sculptured space by the passers-by. He placed emphasis on the 8 seats, which, as he says, are a gift of flexibility and surprise, formed in stone, concrete, and wood. Their angles and surfaces support a variety of uses. Backs are always 2 ways. Wings could be vantage points. Wooden backs and flat attract the older. Children clamber, command, bounce balls. Some read. Average sitting time is around 15 minutes. A small space, kindly shared. There is also a fountain that does not resemble the old fountains. It is a fountain where water sprouts from round holes made of white marble, arranged in horizontal axes, like natural springs which fill up the marble cistern. This specific design helps children to use the fountain in order to slide and play with water. They are also close to the sculpture and use it as a toy without realizing that it is a work of art. All these features define the living part of this project. Music is present here in the whisper of tree leaves, the chirping of birds, the voices of the children, the noise of the water flowing in the fountain, and the noise of the sea in front of the square. All these sounds complete Golanda's architectural synthesis. As we can see, this conception of space was already evident in her early engravings. The solution was given with the transition from the engravings upon the walls to the third dimension, which is the total art.